Do not be afraid. Try not to move. No. A stubborn patient. Be calm. You're safe here. I see you are not to be dissuaded. Your clothes were torn to shreds when I found you, but I procured replacements. You are welcome. I will leave you to get dressed. Are you looking for something? Your caution is understandable, though if I mean you any harm, you would know. May I ask why you need additional bandages? I am not easily intimidated. You may call me Courage. Iridia, which I assume was your caravan's destination. I can think of nowhere else for a group of travelers to go. I brought you to my clinic, of course. You were the only survivor from the caravan, barely clinging to life. You needed immediate treatment. Yes. Pardon? I do not know where you come from, but Iridia is the city of knowledge and deadly secrets alike. Information is power, and it is most unwise to give or receive it freely. Since you have refused to divulge your secrets, I will not divulge mine. I do not even know your name. You are new to Iridia, so I will overlook this specific breach of etiquette. However, you should not expect others to extend the same courtesy. Do you understand? It is a pleasure to meet you, Fulgur. Think nothing of it. I could hardly leave you to die in the wastes. Assisting those in need is the very essence of a doctor's duty. No, I suppose not. Forgive my presumptions. I rarely come across so fascinating a patient. I simply meant that few would cling to life so resolutely, or brave such a perilous journey to Iridia. I could not help being curious about you, Fulgur. Am I? Clearly not. I require none from you. Travelers do not have an abundance of coin, and it would be unethical to leave you destitute in a strange place. Duty calls. Unfortunately, you are not my only patient today. Do you need anything before you leave, Fulgur? The cenobium? Whatever you seek, it is very unlikely you will find it there. The cenobium's gates open for precious few visitors. Even if they did, you would not like what you found inside. Do you know anyone else in Iridia? Then I suggest a local guide. Head to the Wet Wick. Ask for Leander. The Wet Wick. Follow the posting advertising Leander's bloodhounds. They are difficult to miss. When you meet Leander, tell him I sent you. You will be safe as long as you do not draw attention to yourself. If you require my assistance, you may return whenever you wish. Hello, Min. I see that Solace was your work. Min is a freelancer who has done a few errands for me. They are quite reliable. It is late. Were you able to find a place to stay, Fulgur? I see. Would you like a guide? It might be preferable to wandering about alleyways. Come, this way. Here we are. I have some quick business with Leander. Pardon me. I promise this won't take long. Good evening, Leander. Ace, another drinking competition, I presume? I am afraid not. We were merely escorting Fulgur back to his lodgings. It would be more accurate to say that I found him. I merely perform my duty as a doctor. If Fulgur was in grave condition, I could hardly treat such injuries through tattered clothes. Very well, but there is something I must discuss with Leander. If you'll excuse us, Fulgur. Fulgur? You seem upset. I take it the Amaryllis district is not to your liking. You're not in need of treatment after that fall, are you? I apologize, Fulgur. Please, continue. Can I help you? Then, I hope you find this edifying. Appearances can be deceiving. Fulgur? Is something amiss? Lower your voice. It is of little consequence. Shh. Be calm. For now, please join me on a short stroll. 1 honey pistachio cookie, please. You need not concern yourself with me. Well, disappointment can be a learning experience. Perhaps a rare and potent alchemical catalyst, or some stale fish skin. The two do resemble one another, and can be hard to tell them apart. Shall we? Such impolite behavior. I'm astounded you would even suggest it. As I said, you have nothing to fear. People fear the obvious trappings of power, wealth, force, or a hideous, ostentatious tower. For my part, I find such trappings merely disappointing. The Cenobium once had great potential. They squandered it decades ago in the pursuit of trinkets, pleasure, and petty tyranny. Their narrow prosaic interests have rendered them blind to all else that moves. You miss, little Fulgur. Familiarity breeds contempt, and I am more familiar with the Cenobium's crude methods than I would like. Our pursuer refuses to take no for an answer. This way. Just a little further. I promise I will not lose you. Thank you for indulging me, Fulgur. I believe we have lost our tail. Did you enjoy your impromptu tour? If there's one thing you can count on, it is the elitism of the Cenobium's finest. They will not deign to follow us this far. However, I should escort you back to your lodgings. It would be unwise to let you go alone. Of course not. Fear not, Fulgur. Only the most desperate or foolish would dare lay a hand on me. Every word. Why do you ask? I believe I've already made my intention to help you quite clear. I see. Iridia does tend to attract extreme individuals. Fulgur. I decline to incriminate myself in your eyes. Few know Iridia better than Leander. The company he keeps can be questionable, but I had confidence in him. Leander has always preferred the company of those like him, survivors of Lowtown's harsh realities. You must have noticed how they flock to him. Leander's closest peers trust him with their lives. I would say that counts for something. Regrettably, Ver is one of my worst patients. How did you cross his path? You're fortunate that he did nothing else. He's far deadlier than he seems. There's a reason he's not at liberty, a reason for the collar and chain. Once, Ace is the rare newcomer who has proven himself immediately worthy of respect. The Sea Spring is another matter. Hidden depths often contain unwelcome secrets. A fair point. Nonetheless, I've seen many purported wonders, and the Sea Spring is unlike any other. Only time will tell what it means. I know them better than most, and less well than I would like. Like you, Min is a recent arrival. Your time here has been particularly difficult. As much as I would like to help, I have implored them not to. They rarely listen. I suggest the stiffest drinks at the bar. Alternatively, a ball of wax. Fulgur? My apologies. You are most welcome.